Good morning, students. Today we will see about cardiopulmonary resuscitations. So, what is cardiopulmonary resuscitations? It is basically a emergency management in case of the patient goes for all of sudden cardiac arrest or cardiac shock or myogenic shock, or there is a decrease in the blood supply to the heart as well as the cerebellum or the CNS systems. Okay, so basically what we have to do. So in case of the patient is in ICU or patient is in the ward, or even though in the public places also we days that patient all of a sudden the patient falls and there is a decrease in the pulse rate, then what kind of management has to be do, that is considered as your cardiopulmonary resuscitations. So basically there is a principles of three, that is CAB. First will be the chest compression, second will be your airways, third will be your breathing. Previously, before 2010, American Heart Association was following ABC, that is called as airway, then breathing, and third one was the chest compression. But now after 2010, the guidelines has been changed. So what we understand with the word of this CAB or ABC, that is airway, breathing and chest compression or circulation, whatever. So first, whenever the patient is getting fall down, then we have to ask her, how are you, are you okay, or you have to just shake them to get some response. If you are not getting some response, then you can check for the peripheral pulses, that is on the radials or brachial. If it is not responding well, then you can check for a pulses over the jugular vein. If it still is not responding well, then you can shout for your help, and you have to check for the breath sound. You are keeping your ear over the mouth or nose area. So cardiopulmonary resuscitation is basically a technique of basic life support for oxygenation for the brain and heart till the medical emergency help comes and restore the functions to assist further. Okay, so as already we have seen, that is the two protocols, ABC or CAB, but nowadays it is using as a CAB. So that is a basic life support till the your medical help comes. Then after, as you note that there is a no breath sound or decrease in the breath sound, and there is a no pulses or low pulses, then you have to first start with a chest compression. Now where we have to give a chest compression, that on the just below the sternum, or in case of pediatric population, then you have to just bit ahead. Okay, how the heel of the palm of the both the hands should be interlocked together, and along with the locking of the elbows and co-contraction from your shoulders should be done to give the compression over the sternum area to activate the heart. Okay, that is will be how the compression will be produced. Okay, both the hands should be interlocked with each other. Heel of the palm should be placed just below the sternum, and co-contraction from your both the abdomens, and you have to give the compression over the chest region. Now how much the compression should be there? The compression should be there of 30 compression and 2 breath. The ratio should be like, if you give a 30 compression, then 2 breath when you are only alone, one person is there and you are maintaining the same. If your 2 persons are there, then one person will give a compression of 15 compression, then the other person will give a 2 breaths. Like that can be followed simultaneously. And in case of fatigue of the person, then the person who is doing breathing job will be transferred from the breathing to the compression to the breathing. Like that it will be checked. So that is how the compression will be given. Now how much the compression should be given, that is from 1 to 2 inch deep. It's like that. It's not slowly easy that there is a no compression. It should be so, even though many times it is while applying the CAB there is a chances of refractures or diaphragm trauma, or number of chest wall injuries are common. That has to be seen. That will be considered as normal. After that can be treated, but just for the life saving support we have to give that much of the compression that it will completely go for depression of 1 to 2 inch. So that will be considered as C. Circulation. The next method will be airways. So now what to do with airways? The patient should be lie on the flat surface and the head should be tilted 20 to 30 degree complete retraction, and the jaw should be open, and check for any kind of congestions or the foreign particles has been lodged inside the oral airways. If it is there, then it has to be removed with the help of gloves is there, or plastic has to be there, that has to be along with the help of plastics or rubber gloves, it has to be removed. If we are in ICU or in the hospital setups, you have every necessary things will be available. But in case of an roadside or public place and it is difficult, try to remove the foreign particles if it is available in the oral airways, and keep the jaw thrust down and go for the neck extension up to the 30 to 45 degrees, so it will be clear of your upper respiratory tract to the lower respiratory tract, that is considered as a airway. Will be your breathing, that is after airway you have a breathing. So that already we have said, in between you have to call for a 108 or for the medical help nearby, or in the every hospitals they have a different coding for emergency systems, that has to be shout for or call for. And in between, if you have one person and another person is coming for your help, then one has to go for a chest compression, then other has to go for a breath. But if you are alone, then you have a 30 compression, then 2 breath. If 2 persons are there, then you have a 15 compression and 2 breath. Like that you will be followed till your pulses are arriving or patient is responding well. Now in the breathing, how we have to give, that is called a mouth to mouth breath. Okay, to avoid a certain amount of contamination, we should apply a certain amount of plastics or blow of paper, so there is a no direct contact between your lips to his lip, his or her lip, to avoid the certain amount of contaminations or cross infections of one person to the another person. Then you will give a 2 full deep breath, that it should be rise up the certain amount of your thoracic cavity, which will be noticeable. Then only it will be considered as your complete breath. Just blowing the air slowly, it will not be considered as your breath. Okay, it should be so loud, or it should be so full with quantity, that there is a certain amount of rise in your thoracic wall, like how we have a normal inspiration and expiration. Clear? So this is how the cardiopulmonary resuscitation can be done on the hospital setup, as well as in the public places, or in case of trauma centers. So this is how the basics, and already I have sent the videos that how they have done on many quiz, and that is a course is also run by the AHA, American Heart Association.